This is my first one I got for Christmas, and you're the second person since Christmas has been like,
Because I recognize it. The first one, I actually have two commemorative days. The first one stays in
Okay.
Because when
You were there when they got some last one.
it feels broken.
it does.
Yes.
Would be there, but
Let's make the move.
Friday.
Yeah, I grabbed this one.
You know, the unique thing about it, it's not like Kennedy.
And as soon as she unwrapped it and looked at it, because that's a
I mean, it's like, it blows me away. It's just like, very nice adventure.
Nice to meet you. I'm in QRZ. Look me up for anti-submarine warfare.
But I told her right then, I pulled this thing out and looked at it. They were for a few minutes and said, okay, Father's Day.
The reason I finished my story is these guys saw my posting and sent me an email. Because I remember the original
All the $100.
and then he notified another hand and wrote to me.
It's good, but it's not. It's not a nice one.
Basically, I'm on that. She's on the other side of Davis from us.
How much is
So I'm
it?
at there's a breakfast every Saturday, 5 in the morning down off of 183.
I like that.
There's those egg and sandwiches. They meet there every Saturday for breakfast. I went to one of the breakfasts.
I have, it's not this.
Both of them.
This case.
And then another guy that was in Mars. Coordinating.
That I wear about half the time.
And well, but also it's DMR in the area, so I got my DMR. And I haven't been
Yeah,
back.
I've got,
I was in Mars a week ago. And then last weekend of Saturday was we had I think it's the first station I went to. Like the Ham station built it. They built the station with this way. They have a program, but I didn't see how this is a real it seems like a very nice bunch of people. They stopped Nick.
I work in the lab, so I can't have.
You know,
he does testing.
So yeah, so you know, I'm not going to all the
and those who don't know history, definitely
So there's a company that will be probably you know, I almost only have two and another thought I have. So you have on the point on the crew.
honestly, it's probably the software.
The moment to start basically, we drove in the road and going down on this side. And the funny thing is, the other side is perfect. You know, I'm moving close in right when it's coming out unloaded.
All right, let's see, what do we got? We're just approaching 11 o'clock here. They're going to do another drawing at 11. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I had a good SO50 pass, had 3 contacts, I believe. The first half of the pass was really the only usable part. I got into so much noise on the second half of the pass. It was really rough, but that's okay. Let's see here. So we got Randy hanging out there. You see Frank is still wandering around. There's Paul. Good. I need to catch up with Paul. Let me go check in with him real quick. Cooley, I did not record that. I had, I don't know, I had maybe 7 or 8 folks that were hanging out that I was interacting with, so it would have been difficult to stream. So that one here, I guess, is just for the Hamfest attendees. All right, let me see here. I got to catch up with Paul. I'll be right back, guys.
I got the hotel in South Colorado, and I just around the day. It's a 30-minute drive back over the other side, and it's at least 7 miles. But I have
Unvetted people have access to a set of ultra-rich own the lion's share of major business.
They do, yeah. They got like 3 big assembly buildings. They got a brand new office space.
Anyway, enough of all this crap. I'm glad you're feeling good these days. Hey,
This is the year of handmade antenna.
this is the Kent Britain. You can find this on the web. Kent Britain has a table over there. WA5VJB. Look for cheap Yagi, and you'll get a. This can be built. She's using a rigid copper rod or welding rod, and he's got the dimensions. And in Kent's design, it has a home-built little wound on a pencil duplexer to be able to make it a single feed. But if you want to make it a split feed, you don't do that. You use a VNA and mark get the proper tap points on the matching stubs, and you can have a dual feed antenna out of it. And then there's commercial stuff like the Elk or the Arrow. Robert Thies here kind of made modifications to the Elk design to make it a little more balanced.
Yeah, what question do you have? Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I was thinking I'd just give you that $10 one because it's cheap and you can try it. That's the one you're going to get.
Okay, this is the Elk.
Yes.
Here, you go ahead and hold it. You can see this is probably the lighter of the manufactured antennas, so it's quite light. Now, when you buy this, it comes with a PVC handle that connects to these. I took that off and I put this 3D printed handle on here. You can get this on printables. You can download and print that, but it makes the package even lighter. which you say, oh, that's pretty light, but when you've got it extended out for like 10, 12 minutes, they can get heavy. But this is my recommendation, certainly. There's a few. That's the elk antenna. The other thing that's nice is it's easy to take apart. There's fewer elements than if you have the arrow antenna. Arrow antenna is a good antenna as well. This is the log periodics, yes.
What's the benefit of having?
So one of the benefits. Yep. So what I like about this, first of all, there's less elements to have to take off and put on, right? So it's quicker to be able to use. You have a single coax connector, right? The arrow requires a diplexer or duplexer, right? Because you're going to have a antenna connection for your 70 centimeter and for your 2 meter. So you have to take both of those into a duplexer and then go into the radio. This eliminates that extra stuff. This is cheaper. So now this will work fantastic for your FM satellites. This will not work for your linear satellites. So if you want to work linear satellites, then you want the arrow. So I've got both. So, but I usually travel with this setup, and you can get a little bag to put the antenna in and podcast.
So this was my first antenna.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
So
That's a 2 meter.
This one I bought it's for GPS.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah.
And I added a reflector.
Nice. Awesome.
That works.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Now,
I only spent
is that just for 2 meter though?
In-flight Wi-Fi, I'm like, it's going to be bad.
It's actually for 40.
Oh, okay.
Watch some.
Oh, interesting.
It's very small.
Yeah, tiny. Is that a 70, an FT 70?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's VX6R.
Oh, okay, VX6R. Okay. Yeah, so that is small.
I do for use for box hunting.
Nice. Perfect.
So I tried to put Texas A&M.
Yeah, you can certainly build these for sure. These generally hold up a little better when you're traveling with them. Like this, I love this, but that'd be difficult to travel with. Yeah. Ken, did you buy it?
Oh yes, I need this.
Perfect. I'm ready for it.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a good one this year.
45 Auto says hello to you too.
Howdy.
You streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I don't have an entry, but I think I will drive the Jeep. But I don't have an entry for it. And I got everything ripped out of that Jeep except the 220. So I open it, there's like this cables everywhere.
So Mike was talking. He wasn't going to hear.
Mike is not.
Look at that fine piece of machinery right there.
And I'm starting to think about it. I'm like,
I don't even think it's broken. We plugged it in and it was 13.8
Ready to go.
volts and no ripples.
Can't beat that.
I don't know what kind of load it'll push, but for $10, I'm like, hell yeah.
Heck yeah. Can't beat that. Nice find.
Yeah.
And I went digging through his cable box and found that.
Yeah, that's. I mean, for you guys.
That he wanted like $1 for it.
That's one of those.
It's a power cord for a Kenwood hybrid rig, old TS 520 or 820.
Oh yes,
Boy,
I had a 520 a long
They're
time ago.
unobtainium. You just
Yeah.
can't find them.
No.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, you need to keep this out of the free cable box.
Right,
because
right,
this
right.
is worth some money. He said, yeah, but who needs them? I'm like, I need one.
What's in the MFJ box?
Oh, I grabbed a tuner for $40.
Okay.
Again, I don't need it, but for $40
Nice.
it's kind of hard to let go.
Yeah, those are nice. I do like their roller inductor.
Yeah.
But problem is keeping some of it as over time you
Yeah.
end up with the
And like I have no
roller
use
getting a
for
little
it, but
corrosion
for
kinda
$40
cracked
I
up.
couldn't walk, couldn't
Sure.
walk past it. So I think that's probably it for me. I spent my $50.
Nice. Well, you did well.
I think so.
And nicely for 50.
We'll see.
Time is the time is the real judge, but it appears you did well.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I run these out to the truck. I'm back in.
Hey, you were going to help me.
I've got to, yeah. I'm good.
Moni. Now, how was Hamcation?
Hamcation was fantastic. Yeah, it was great. I met Bo at the AMSAT booth.
Okay.
And he signed up as the ambassador. Yeah. So it was great to meet him and talk with him. But the weather was gorgeous. There was good crowds. It was a really good time.
Yes. That's
Yeah. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we've got one out there. They're selling. Somebody selling an arrow?
Yes, there's an estate sale over there.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's selling an arrow for $100.
That's a good deal.
I told him, I said it's a great, yes. I says, especially if if it's got the diplexer with it, that's a really good deal.
Hi there.
Hi there. Hi there, youngin. Ah.
Say hi to Robert.
Hello.
You got a damn set hat on.
I see that. Look at that. That's awesome.
How you doing?
Here, you want a sticker to put on something at home? You want a little sticker?
Have you ever checked into either of the AMSAT?
There you go.
I have in past, but man, I've got my hands so full
No,
right now.
I understand that. It would be fun if you could at some point. Just drop in either on most Tuesday nights, except for the first Tuesday of the month on the Dallas repeater, or every Wednesday night on the 9 o'clock Arlington repeater, 8 o'clock every Tuesday except for the first on the Dallas theater.
I think I used to have a little card that y'all used to give out that information.
You know what? That was a problem. I have a whole stack of cards, and I don't know where that box went.
Uh-oh.
I have to print them again. That's why I didn't have any for this.
Frank, you got another hello here from Aaron, KQ4HZK.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, I'm sure they can hear. Here.
Oh, what is up? There it is. Josh got tired of me walking behind him because my voice carried it so much.
Oh, the camera's here. I just realized.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, I'll...
But the best place to go is that website.
No, I was just asking because my voice carried so much at Hamcation. Josh was always like, Frank.
Got Frank and Paul hanging.
I didn't realize that whole time I'm talking. I got that same tripod. The top pops off.
Yeah, I really like it.
I got my nice polo shirt. Look at it. I'm not a winner yet.
My tank radio sticker, finally.
Got stickers. I don't see the chat, but what's going on? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching Robert. He did do a pass earlier this morning, so 50. Like, is that so 50 or SO 50? It's SO. There's also AO ones.
Did you make a contact?
Yeah, he made about 5. It was a good pass. It was a good pass. We're demonstrating everything, and it went well. A lot of people trying to talk to him during the pass. What rig is that? Robert's W5ITR, Michael X13, and then a guy. What rig is that?
Oh, yeah.
What radio is that? What chest plate? W5IT. Can't you see he's
making a kid. It's like expert level.
Yeah.
Right? Expert level passes. That's what I want. I can't believe that's still available.
I don't have an Icon HT.
And I did not win anything yet.
yeah, the 10 is $400 more, but if it's a better radio.
I'm gonna put this back on the table, but y'all rock out, man.
So, first time I tried to do satellite with it was the next weekend at Winter Field Day.
Okay.
And I started transmitting with it, and then I realized this thing is not unkeying. Well, I had played with it at home and never had that problem.
Gotcha. So
But
something
I was
wrong with the
connected
PTT?
I was connected to the elk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I had my Zyego with me, so I just grabbed that. It's another ICOM microphone, wrong nomenclature on the keys, but ICOM microphone. And it worked okay. So I then decided, okay, let's next weekend figure this out.
Yeah.
So I sat there at home, and I had some of the same problems, so I had bought a new cable, thinking PTT cable, and still had the problem. I then put a mag mount, I had things sitting on a table, mag mount on top of the car, didn't have a problem. But when I had the elk with close proximity, just with the cable,
Oh, do you think you're getting
I think
some
you can RF
RFI?
back.
Yeah.
That was
Interesting.
nudging the radio. Hi there. This is Kent Britton, WA5VJB, who's over there on the table. His design that you can get on the internet. Go search for WA5VJB cheap Yagi, and you will find the PDF to build this. It can be either a single feed with a little diplexer that he has you wind, or a dual feed like Virginia used to be able to run two different radios. And it's a nice satellite antenna, just like the Elk is, just like the Arrow is. But this is the homebrew. You can build it yourself.
Yeah, MacGyver. That's it.
MacGyver. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I bet you were getting some RFI back in that. So
Oh, I
maybe
know
if you just maybe put a toroid on that, right? You get a ferrite or something?
I would.
Wrap it?
Yes, I unfortunately haven't seen any here.
Mm.
Usually somebody's selling some toroid.
Yeah.
I guess I just may need to do that, but that means I'm going to need it slightly longer. Yeah, to get the right size
Yeah,
toroid.
yeah.
That
Get the
probably
right
might
mix.
help. Plus, I'm only using like an 8-foot cable, and so I don't know. I'm still experimenting with figuring out what the cure to my issues are. How you doing?
Doing great. How about yourself?
We're talking amateur radio in space. That's an older frequency guide that some of the satellites that are listed there don't exist anymore. In fact, XW2C just finally deorbited the other day. What?
Which one do you orbited?
XW2C is a Chinese satellite that was launched probably about 10 years ago. But
What about Oscar 7?
it's still out there,
Still out there.
still very much functional in the daytime.
We've got a bunch of new ones that are hopefully taking off later this week.
Yes, a little Spanish satellite just got activated the other day for FM.
Was that SO124?
Yeah, Hades R.
Yeah, and then there's a new round of Tevel satellites, 9 Tevel
good.
satellites.
They take
They're supposed
about-
to launch on the 5th.
Cool. Because what's
There's
cool
going
about
to be a
that?
Hades and 9 Tevels.
Yes. Well,
Same
and-
frequencies.
Yes. Well, yeah. The Tevels are and the interesting thing about, they may take about 6 months to
get-
before they activate. But that was a nice group
Yeah, a nice swarm.
up there.
Yep.
The best place for current frequency satellite availability and frequencies is the AMSAT.org website. You go to satellite information and then communications satellites on the drop-down menu, and then you get a link to either an FM, the FM repeater satellite frequencies, or the linear transponder frequencies. And of course, there's still APRS from the International Space Station, and a couple of other satellites as well are doing APRS on 145.825. And so it's still nothing above 70 centimeters for North America.
All right. That looks like a score.
Like for no reason.
Didn't have it, but still not bad.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
still
like
for
it's
$100. That's a deal.
pretty good because yes, it hasn't been used a lot. It hasn't been sitting out in the sun because they haven't faded like mine have.
Yeah, that's a great deal for $100.
Oh, this is this, wait, which one is this?
Is that the? It's not the Alaskan, is it?
This is the aero antenna. Well, it's there, but it's got three.
Right. That's
So
why I was wondering.
that's what I'm trying to figure out how many 2-meter elements you got in it.
The arrow?
You got 4 elements, then it's the 11. The
Is that the arrow?
Yeah.
11
That's
element.
one
Yes,
of them.
And that's a great. That looks like the. Yes, this is the. This is the 2-meter only.
That was the first one I bought.
Oh, that's
I was
perfect.
excited
Still,
about satellite.
2-meter, four elements is for PFing. That's right.
Because it's just, I don't want to say disassembled every time. So it's hanging like rods. It takes
Get up horizontal or vertical. That would actually work. No, that's still.
Hey Todd, thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for saying hello. We're just hanging out here at the Irving Hamfest in Irving, Texas. So things were, I'd say, much busier earlier. Doors opened at 8 o'clock and it runs until 2 o'clock. So there's still people here coming and going. I think we're starting to see some deals start to happen at this point. But yeah, I've just got the stream running, so folks who are unable to get out or maybe are curious about the Irving Hamfest, they can see what's going on.
But the arrow I got trying to hold it.
There's a pattern out there for
Yeah, Andrew Richardson. He's got 2 dual Yagi. Both polarizations.
Circularly polarized.
Polarized
Yeah.
AQ. He's got 2 of those. So that was rotator, adjuster, runs his computer, and he goes.
Okay.
It's
Nice.
very cool.
And
That's nice.
what's the best website to go to for more information?
On the antenna?
No,
What's it?
satellites.
Start off with insat.org because they've got some information for beginners and stuff like that. I still recommend, even though from a satellite standpoint it's not current, is the Getting Started with Energy Satellites book that's available for download. Still, SNANSAT website, $15. Because what it does, even though it'll talk about satellites that don't exist anymore, or there's new stuff that exists that they won't talk about there. But the concepts part is excellent. I'm actually from Irving newsletter, and eventually I'll publish it in Dallas. Is a series of articles from their newsletter on Getting Started, which is something that I want to kind of keep working on and eventually.
Frank, did that gentleman sell his whoosh on?
Yeah, to Joe.
Oh, did he? Nice.
On their website that kind of gives you step by step. But yeah, the Getting Started book, pay the $15. Realize.
How you doing?
Realize that some of the stuff.
You interested in satellites?
Absolutely. I've been reading doing some research.
There, that's my YouTube channel.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, check it out. And
I will.
I talk a lot about satellites on there and do a lot of operations. So always feel free to leave a comment, ask me questions, or
There's this.
is there anything I can answer for you here?
Well, I was just curious what you used for the case on this.
Yeah, so this is an Eberly stock multi-pack, I think is what they call that.
Okay.
Okay. I think they're somewhere like $100. I think that's the price of the case, if I'm not mistaken. And then I've got the ICOM IC2730 radio.
2730 in there.
Yep, yep. And then I've got a little BioNO 3 amp hour battery. I've got a video that walks through all of these elements too.
Awesome.
So it tells you everything that's in the bag.
One of the reasons I'm looking into that is I was thinking about making a chest rig for HS.
Nice.
And I have a Yaesu FT817.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I was thinking about.
So I've got an 818.
Okay.
Okay. I use a slightly different bag for that. I do the same thing with an 818.
Okay.
Let me think. That is a dang. I can't. I've got a video on that as well.
Okay.
But what I do with that, so you know how the 818 and the 817 have those little ears on the side of it? I actually take a little piece of webbing with a clip on it, and I loop that through this little bag. So I store it on its side, but when I operate with it, I turn it up, and then I clip both of those clips on those little ears so that can't fall out.
That's smart.
So check that video out. I think you'll like that one. That one's my linear satellite rig, because I use that for my linear rig. So, but that bag is in that video.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah. And I did enjoy your little presentation.
Oh, cool. Glad you liked it. How you doing, sir?
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
You guys do a good job.
Well, thank you. Anything?
No, I know Tom.
Oh, okay. He's a pretty good egg.
Pretty good egg, yeah. Jack Weaver been in today?
No, Jack wasn't able to come today.
What's that?
Jack was not able to come today. Good. How are you doing? Any questions I can try to answer for you?
I'm kind of looking at it a little bit. I actually heard IS the other day about base station.
Yeah.
Programming tracks, see where it's in the map and stuff.
Yeah.
People talking. Try to talk.
Gotcha. Well, you're halfway there if you're hearing them. That means you're tracking it, so that's good.
But it's only on an omnidirectional antenna.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Here, let me give you a sticker for my YouTube channel. If you're interested, I do a lot of operations on the channel. I do live streams where people can ask me questions while I'm doing it. Yeah. Yeah. It is. But if you have questions when you're trying to get started, don't be shy. Shoot me an email. I'm good on QRZ. I mean, the whole idea is to get more people using the satellites and get involved. So if I can help you.
Can you use like 15 minutes at a time? Or satellites that hit all the time?
No, there's no geostationary ones. They're all low Earth orbit for our location. Now they've got one in Europe. They've got a geostationary one. We need one. I agree. There's none that we have access to in North America.
So you can only like 20 minutes at a time?
Yeah. So if it's an FM satellite, then you're more like 10 minutes. But if it's a linear satellite, a lot of those you can get a 20-minute pass. But yeah, you have to, you're kind of tied to that schedule.
You better be hurrying.
Yep.
You can do SoScan TV also.
Yeah.
IS does that.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a lot of fun. That's really cool. It's just something about getting an image from space. You know what I mean?
SoScan TV on HF.
Yeah.
So you get full duplex radio or you get two radios?
So I do. This is the radio I use. This is an ICOM IC2730. Okay, so it's one of their mobile rigs.
Is that full duplex?
It's full duplex.
A lot of people say it's full. It's not really full.
Yeah, yeah. It does crossband repeats, full duplex. These are $300 brand new, which means you can usually find them for around 200, 225 at a swap meet or something, right? So, you'll pay that much for an HT easily, right? So, yeah, yeah. So for $300 brand new, you can get one of these radios. This is a 50-watt mobile. Here, let me just show you. It's got the actual radio portion in the bag.
Okay, that's cool.
And then I just put the head, detachable head. I just put it up here, and then, yep, 2730. See, and then I've got a little Bio-NO 3 amp hour battery here. Yep, and then I got this antenna cable here that I just spin out and hook right up to this guy, and it works great.
Did you build this, or did you buy that?
This is a commercial antenna. This is an elk antenna. They're about $150 today.
That's really all you need to point to a satellite.
Yep. And what's nice about this is it's a log periodic, so it's 2 meters, 70 centimeters, and it only requires a single coax connection. Some of them require two connections into a duplex or into your radio, or two radios. Only have a single one. Only have a single one there. So it's less stuff to handle and deal with, mess around with. Absolutely. Now, that's probably a little on the old side, right? But, I mean, those, some of the satellites deorbit, and then there's new satellites. Check the AmSite website for current information. But that'll get you started for sure.
What's the best app to use for satellite tracking?
So that's kind of a religious debate for some, right? I like ISS Detector.
I got that one.
That's the one I like. You have to pay to get the amateur radio satellites. I really like that one. I've tried them all, and that's the one I landed on. So, and it's also Android and iOS. So that's the other thing that's nice is if I recommend it, it doesn't matter what you have, it'll work for you.
I got that one. I haven't paid
Yeah. Yeah, you get the space station, but then you get the rest of them at, what is it, like $3.99 or $4.99? I think it's recently went up. Maybe it's $4.99. It's a one-time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm going to flip this over.
So.
That looks homemade.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, but I've been using that for years. I've got great luck with it. They're generally very quick to add the new satellites that come out, which is important as well. But yeah, I've had good luck with it.
Nice talking to you.
Yes, sir.
I'll check out your YouTube.
All right.
What's this thing here?
That's that actually transmits. That's like a little mini transponder if somebody wants to try to do a demo.
Demonstration satellite.
Exactly.
So these,
Yes, sir.
I didn't want to take.
No, you're good. Now they're a little bit on the old side. Check the AmSat site. You'll get current info, but that'll get you started.
So he's got an Arrow 4 element over there that he's selling.
He doesn't anymore.
Oh, never mind.
That's half of a satellite antenna.
I know.
Yeah.
But
I don't have a
it's a
digital
nice.
sticker on this.
What'd you pay for it?
I can give you.
What?
I can give you one. Now, if you can put it on, you're all set.
Get it brand new for 118.
Why, does it not stick?
Oh yeah, no, it sticks. I can't put it on for you, but
Yeah.
I can put it on and sign it.
Plus tax.
Yep.
The 2 meter version. I mean, it's still a good buy.
No, I know. But that's what I was going to offer him a little bit off of that. So, all right.
yeah, that's the elk antenna. It's a little different. It's a log periodic instead of a Yagi. So that's as it is 2 meters 70 centimeter.
Technically wide.
Those are a little cheaper, brand new than the Arrow is too.
I'm looking at. I've got all the stuff.
The bulk of the people
I like.
I like talking on the radio, but to be honest with you, I'm much more a builder than I am a talker. And so I've got everything I'm putting together to build a tracker.
Nice,
And
nice.
So, and that's what he's my 3D printer.
Okay.
And everything. So we play with all this.
This is a 3D print. That's not stock. I think that's on printables. I think that's where that came from. But yeah, that's awesome. No, if you've got somebody that'll print for you, that's better than having a printer.
Well, and he's got 3 of them.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing is, what my problem is, I can't say, well, I'm thinking about doing this. I can't send him an STL and say, hey, what do you think about this? Because I think that's not what I wanted.
He's just looking for a reason to print.
I said something about a damn T-deck box.
Yeah.
He printed it. It's like, dude, I wanted to modify it first. So now I've got it. So now I've got to modify it.
Hey, make sure you get that new 2.6 preview.
This is the idea. What can you do?
All right, I'm curious. What do you got? Let's see. So which case is this?
That is the.
Is this a Rockland case?
Yeah, that's
okay.
That's the full kit. I bought it for $100.
Yep.
And I've got.
I like that case.
Oh
That's
yeah,
really nice.
it's sharp.
Do you mind if I take a picture of it?
Please.
Well, here, I'll just do this. I'll just make sure I got it here. Come on, there it is. That is awesome.
It came with, for $100, it came with the antenna, the battery, the whole 9 yards.
I do a lot of mesh-tastic stuff.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize, I was looking at you, I didn't realize who you were. So, no, I watch your stuff all the time.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, but this one, yeah, I've got 6 nodes online right now. And what I did last night, I went and played around. Come on.
I bet you one of them is mine. Do you see ITR on there?
Yeah, sir, I went out and started downloading the maps to put on it.
Yeah.
And everything. Problem is it only goes down to this size, and so I'm going to have to build the ones underneath.
Gotcha.
But not fine.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's the type of shit
Yeah.
I like doing. That's what, what's the one that, what's the other, the All-Star notes?
Oh, yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
I haven't, my wife's had surgery issues and
Do
everything.
you see my node on there if you go to your node list?
What was it?
It'll be ITR.
ITR.
I'm wondering if it's died or if it's still running.
I do not see ITR on here right
Here,
now.
let me see if it's still running.
I see QHM.
Yeah, it's still running.
Is there a chance it's like the 2FCD or something like that?
Yeah, that's probably it. If you go into that, does it give you any more? That's probably right here. I think that's me. For some reason, you're not getting the short name. I see that every now and then. It's like some of that stuff doesn't come through for whatever reason.
You got it set up to.
I just heard it.
I texted
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I'm toting around the Seed Studio T1000E.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to. There we go. So I've got the Atlavaux on here, and then I've also got the Seed Studio.
I want to get 1 or 2 of those for the fun of it.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
If you go to my YouTube, go to the link that's in my profile. There's a discount code out there for the T1000E.
Okay.
So I think they don't give you. They're $40, but it's like 5% off or something. So.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so I'm working on getting the maps, and if I go through it and get the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex down to a low level, I'll share it.
Yeah,
so
let me know. That'd be great.
I want everybody to use it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway,
I really like that Rockland case. Thanks for sharing that.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I've got 2 rack boards, or whiz block boards. I've got 4 or 5 ESP32s.
Yeah. Hey, have you tried the rack designers?
I've played with it a little bit. I haven't bought anything off of it yet,
Okay.
but that's probably because I want to get a couple that have the GPS and
Yeah.
have the barometric or the
Yep.
weather sensor on them. And that's what I'm thinking about mounting on my truck. I've got to get radio mounted in it. So my problem is my truck is just tall enough that when I go to work, I could drive in my parking garage. I can stick my hand out like this and touch the
Oh, wow.
the things. So
Yeah.
I can't have any antennas up.
Yeah.
What I want to do is I'm building a unit that will fold up, and I don't want one antenna. I want a whole bar. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
do,
just drop the whole bar
I'm
whenever
going to
you
do a
pull
couple
in.
sticks because I've got a 706 that I'm going to mount in my truck. And then
Nice.
I've got my 2 meter, my 70 centimeter. I have a 220, and then I'm going to mount a
There you go.
mesh-tastic
Yeah,
on
get
it,
your
and then
900
so when I come
megahertz
out
on
of the
there,
garage,
too.
I can hit the button and
Yeah, there you go.
this whole
Nice, nice. Yeah, check that out. I've got a few I've got a rack discount code out there.
Okay.
I've got a Seed Studio discount code out there.
Okay,
So
yeah, because I'm. That was the other thing. I've got a Flipper Zero,
nice.
and so
They're fun.
So I found a page. No, that I already put mine in there. I just wanted to make sure. I found a what is it? Call Me Coco. He builds a bunch of boards.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he built one that's a bunch of different things, and he always sold out of it. 146 bucks. I actually found a link on the web for building that.
Oh,
It's not with the PC board, but it's with a breadboard.
Okay.
And I could build it and put 5 devices on it. So it'll have
Nice.
the GPS, it'll have the NFC, it'll have the has an ESP32 so you can do the sub gig.
Yeah.
And so anyway,
Nice.
and then an SD card slot in it. So anyway,
Cool. Well, Travis, it was nice to meet
Yeah.
you, man.
It's good meeting you.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for.
Oh no,
stopping in.
I love watching your stuff. I don't watch his shit.
Well, that's very kind. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, in between him and Jason, they tend to always have that like look on their, and it's like, hey, I just want, I want good information. So
There
I
you
like
go.
good information. So
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
You're watching the interview or what? Did you answer the last couple of questions?
yeah.
There you go.
He watches everything I send him. Basically.
Send one over to that
He
young
hasn't
fella
really-
there too if he's
I
interested.
haven't really got
That's a
him into
YouTube
things.
channel. I do a lot of satellite work, a lot of mesh-tastic stuff. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like I said. I got him interested in doing something.
I didn't do it.
You did do it.
It's like a tank in
I am a tank.
in a crystal shop.
You taking off, Frank?
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. It was good to hang out.
Yeah.
See you.
And it wasn't.
Nice to meet you.
It wasn't as fun, as Orlando or all.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Ralph.
Good to see you, buddy.
Nice talking to you. Nice talking to you, man.
Hey, it would probably be.
All right, what time we got here? I'm going to be sticking around here. I'm just going to let this run. Folks, feel free to come or go as you please, obviously. As you can see, this is kind of how Hamfest go, right? You just kind of chat with folks as they walk up. And for those that have joined late, hey Kyle, no big vendors. I haven't even walked around myself yet. I've either been chatting or doing a satellite pass. So I'm here with the AMSAT table today. So AMSAT's obviously here. ARRL is here. I don't know that there are any other vendors at all, actually. I'm just kind of looking around. It's mostly just a swap meet here, and good attendance in the swap meet. And good to see lots of people stopping by the AMSAT table asking about satellites. So that's what's going on. You saw Frank was here. Prep Ham Paul is here. We've had some other folks stopping by. Don N5 SKT is or was here, so he's floating around. I think everyone's kind of waiting for the next drawing. So they do a radio giveaway on the hour. They have a Yaesu 5D, a ICOM 50D that they gave away. They have some, like an Anytone with a hot spot and a FT70 with a hot spot as well. So they're giving those away. Then they've got, I think, a 710 that they're giving away. Thanks, buddy. Let me see. You are 09. You're 409. That'll be easy to remember. Okay, I got you, Frank. And then they're giving away the 710. I think it's the 710 Field as the grand prize. Frank just gave me his thing here. He thinks if he wins, I'm going to give it to him.
Starting tomorrow, she's back with
Man, look at that. That thing will not. There it is. There's Frank's number. If he wins, I'll give it to him. All right, let's see. Some other folks that have been here that some of you may know. Randy Berger is here with Eris. He's been wandering around. Every now and then we'll see Phil from Kenwood at this show, but I've not seen him here today. Bob, who's always at these local shows, he's here. He's the guy that repairs and does all the rotator work, the Yaesu rotators. But yeah, that's it.
Oh, he's trying to pull the hair of the dog. Libby was just kind of
But I'm just kind of hanging out, letting the camera run for those who wanna see what's going on. I did do an SO50 pass earlier. Got 3 contacts on there. I got Grace. She said she was home for spring break, so it was nice to get Grace on another bird, Grace Papai. I didn't recognize her at first. She's got a new call sign, so but it was good to get her in the log. And then a couple of other new stations I did not recognize. So always good to get new stations in the log too. And there was good 7 or 8 folks standing around asking questions, so which is kind of par for the course for this size Hamfest, I think. So this is called the Betcha Bingo Parlor. So this is, they run bingo until midnight on Friday nights, and then I think they go from like 6 to midnight on Saturday nights too. So bingo's big time here in Irving, Texas. Oh, let's see, I should probably try to fix that. All right. Here, I'll give you one of those as well. I do a lot of satellite operation on that YouTube channel. So I show you how to program your radio, show you, for satellite use specifically, some operating techniques and those types of things as well.
So, this is your YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir. So check it out. Hopefully there's something there that'll be helpful for you. If you have questions, just leave me questions in the comments. I answer every single question I get. So
I'll give you a little background story here. Back from about 2009 on until it closed, I was doing radio merit badge classes at the National Scouting Museum in Irving here. He came with his kid. Wait, is that how it started? How did you get involved with helping me in that?
You came to one of the club meetings.
Yes. Oh yeah. Another. Yeah. And so that's where his first experience with satellite stuff was.
And
I
then we
didn't.
found out we were in the same business.
Yes, we're in the same business. He works for Dallas Cowboys, the Star, and Cowboy Stadium. He's their engineering manager there.
Okay.
And I work for TBN and work in the engineering stuff there. So we had that. So that's where the familiarity. There was another guy who came with his kid.
So?
I did satellite passes with every class.
Okay.
And this other guy, his kid goes, "That's cool." The dad goes, "I'm getting a license." And so that was kind of fun.
I know
So what type of engineering stuff? Video.
Video.
Okay, very cool. Nice. So I work in.
I've been doing it about 52 years.
I work in healthcare IT and have a lot of engineering teams. So we don't
That's
do
our
any
horrible.
video though.
What's going on in Cleveland this weekend is all these folks have taken over our facility here in Irving. We had to do a massive overpatch job.
Oh geez, yeah.
Spaghetti overpatch with
Boy.
some level of
There is order in that.
there's in theory order in this chaos, but
Well,
it looks ugly.
It's always ugly in transition, right? That's just the way that
Well, but
stuff
anyway.
goes.
Always in transition.
Yes, that's the problem. Technology changes,
Yeah, for sure.
and so we've known each other for a while and getting the commonality of.
It's always good to see you.
Anyway, yes, check his YouTube channel out. He's a very creative guy.
Nice to meet you. Boy, things are slowing down.
Well, yes. We have a tough time keeping vendors here after food.
Yeah.
We've always had it. We have the door prizes just as in the smaller radio prizes as you have to be here to win.
Yep.
The big grand prizes, the 710 ASS, you don't have to be present to win. So, but they will. So we don't have a real shootout like Cowtown does at the end, where people don't claim prizes.
Yeah.
You're either claiming a prize because you're here, or and if you're not here when you get drawn, they just draw it another time.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. So we don't have that big issue. So what happens with us is Irving Club has had bingo halls have to have nonprofits
Status. Yeah.
Nonprofits as beneficiary, as sponsoring organizations.
Okay.
About 20 years ago, we got in as a sponsoring organization.
Okay. The club.
The club.
Yes.
The
Okay.
club. And so for that,
And this is your home club, right?
Yes.
Yes.
for that we get about $10,000 to $16,000 a year in fundage. Now, what we get to do with that is we do every other year, we do something called a micro grant program, where we take, kind of like the ARL's doing, but for local clubs.
Gotcha.
You give us an
You
application.
mentioned this to me.
You give us an
in
application.
Cowtown, yes.
You give us an application for an infrastructure project
Yep.
that you want to do as a club, that you want us to help fund, not
Yeah.
totally fund.
Sure.
We like to see the organization
Well,
have
that-
skin in the project.
Absolutely. And then that also, your money goes further too.
Yes. So we take that. We've had very few clubs from Tarrant County and West
Gotcha.
participate. Louisville, Denton.
Now, would those be like my home club is West Fork Amateur Radio,
Which is where
Wise County,
Yep.
west of
that counts.
Tarrant.
We will accept applications from all the adjoining counties.
Gotcha. So they,
Which is Wise.
so we have like a communications trailer,
Yep.
right, that we take around to events. And,
Yep.
whether it's the 80 for Decatur bike race
Yep,
or
yep.
all those types of things, right?
So you want to do upgrades to that.
Yep.
And you say, hey, we want to upgrade we want to replace the generator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just using that as an
Sure,
example.
sure.
We want to replace the generator. It's going to cost us $3,000 to do that.
Right.
We'd like to. We'd like to request $1,500 from the microgrant program to accomplish that. We'll look at it and we'll go, oh yeah, they do have this trailer. It's kind of cool. Okay, yes. And now, usually we have more money to give away than we have organizations that apply.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and that's an infrastructure project. Some folks up in Denton they have a series. They have a series of weather cams.
Okay.
They link back as slow scan TV or slow scan images through amateur radio. We helped them upgrade and add to that several years ago. The Arlington Club needed a new, and that was it. Here's the fun, so, and we sent emails out to at least all the Aero affiliated clubs, and tried to communicate to other clubs as well in the Metroplex and in the surrounding area. And so
you wouldn't think it'd be that hard to give money away.
it is, though, because Jack at that time was president of the Arlington Club. Hi there, kid.
Howdy.
And so he caught me in the end of, and I mentioned this on the net one night, and he says, my secretary got this note from you guys.
Was it real?
And is it real?
I can see
And
that.
I said, yes.
I can see that.
And I explained it, and he goes, oh, okay. And so Arlington became the first club west of the Dallas-Tarrant County line to get microgrid.
Yeah. Well, I can see how people would think that's a scam or think that's a phishing email or something.
Doing okay. How are you? Enjoying just visiting with everybody?
No, I'm glad you did that on the
I'm going to run over here and say hi to Bob real quick.
Go.
I'll be right back.
Trying to not buy anything.
to add to your collection of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I did get some cables. Somebody was giving away
Audio cable. There was somebody had a giveaway cable box over there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just take it easy.
Okay. In about 5 minutes, we're going to make our next prize drawing. The prize you're going to draw for is an ARL $50 gift certificate.
Brenda won
Alpha
one of
$50
the
gift certificate.
recommended the
And
55D.
ID 58. So we 3 draws for 3 prizes.
Yeah, it's
One more hour, it's 1 o'clock. We'll do the grand prize drawing. For the grand prize drawing, you do not have to be picked to win. It will also draw for a gift certificate. So, if you have a ticket, you have to put it in the bin. Do it now. Because we've got coming up in about 3 minutes.
Because I was trying to, well, it has been, but I was trying to experiment with the digital hotspot that I bought back in December. That has been a real frustration on DMR.
Yeah.
DMR.
I've never done DMR. There's just too many digital nodes. I can't do
Well,
it.
no, the problem is DMR is too geeky to program. You got all these little different aspects of it in a program just to hit a repeater.
Yeah.
And it's like
Why don't I just use my HT to
I
hit
just
the
want to use
repeater?
my HD and I want to enter a PDF code, bring up a remote link. That's all I want to do. That's what I used to be able to do with IRLP. Right. Just go you know what the link is? We bring up on an IRLP machine. Give permission to do it on a remote link. When we did Joda, I got permission from IRLP machines to use hand repeater when it would be on a Joda IRLP link. And so that was kind of cool, but I didn't have to program it.
Paging Virginia Smith. Virginia, time for another prize drawing.
You look so honest.
Okay, be nice to Virginia, because she's going to draw a ticket now. Give her 3 of them. Be 3 winners.
Hi, Gene.
Hi, how are you?
Greetings. And your son.
Yeah.
You're growing up. Your sons.
Yeah.
They're taller than you.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
And it was all the Wheaties.
Yeah, I bet you so.
As children.
Yes. You guys, I remember. You know what? Yeah, but then again, I now have a grandbaby too, so I'm going to be saying that to him.
So you must be present to win these 3 prizes. The first one is the ARL $50 gift certificate.
So are you going to do any past?
We only had one that Robert Thies was in. This is his little rig. It's kind of cool. He's got an ICOM 2730, and he uses, which he drives off of his elk, and so it's a very nice little package for doing FM.
How you doing?
His rig.
Yeah,
His
any
rig.
questions
Works out
I can
real well.
answer for you?
No.
You've already went through the whole spiel?
No, I've known with him for years.
Oh, okay, okay.
And he's been in. That's older.
It's older one, right?
Older and many of the satellites that are listed there don't exist anymore. They haven't updated that.
Here, you guys, I'll give you guys some stickers.
That's his
That's
YouTube
a
channel.
YouTube channel.
She did some nice stuff on it.
Okay.
In fact,
Yeah, I do a lot of
I
satellite
think
stuff
your
on there. Some mesh-tastic stuff if you guys are playing with
I
mesh-tastic.
think your body's on his webcast right now.
What's that?
Your your body's on his webcast right now.
Oh yeah, I'm blocking them. That's okay. Are you guys doing satellites today?
He's played with it a bit.
Yeah, I played with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Next try is Fred Little, 85D.
How about
Fred,
this?
you here?
Which one is active now?
Let me see this list here.
Gift certificate from Alpha
All right,
Tennis.
so A07 is active during the day.
Okay.
That's a 50-year-old satellite. Let's see, the ones that you're going to have. Are you doing? Doing FM? Okay. All right. So let's see here. FM on here. This is not a great. This is okay. So SO50 is FM. Of course, ISS. There's a new one that's not on here. That is SO124. There's a new one also that's AO123. That's an FM. On the 5th, they're launching. On the 5th, they're launching 9 Tevel satellites. So there's 9 new Tevel satellites on March 5th. And then there's also a Hades satellite that's an FM. So a lot of new ones are coming in. There's not many out there right now, though.
Okay, now we're going to try Billy Abernathy. Higher JSON EWP. Billy Abernathy. Call sign ending in EWP.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, there's luck for all the rest of you because you've got some missing ones. Billy Abernathy. One more try. Okay, we'll keep on another one.
Hey Kyle, I'm with the AMSAT booth here today. So I've been teaming up with those guys at the last couple local Hamfests. I actually just became an AMSAT ambassador here recently, so I'm doing some more stuff with them in I guess an official capacity, and now that I'm a quote ambassador. So this is the AMSAT booth that I'm sitting at.
Next call will be an hour. It'll be the grand prize drawn. You do not need to be present to win. And it'll be the Alpha Enterprise where you will be present for that, I believe.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. There's a lot of great people in that organization here, so I've really been enjoying it. It's pretty cool. It's a good group. So they're going through some of the giveaways here that you must be present for. I think they got through the kind of 3 sub prizes. They haven't given away the big prize yet. I think they wait till 2 o'clock to do that. Virginia, do they wait till 2 to do the last prize?
No, it's at 1.
It's at 1? Okay. All right, so they're going to do that prize at 1. Oh, it's 12 o'clock here. I've got to get this stuff wrapped up and start heading out. I've got some other commitments here, so hey, thanks everyone who joined in on the stream. You guys enjoyed just hanging out, see what's going on here at the Irving Hamfest, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Appreciate it. 7-3.
A 868
UV2 plus.
Okay.
No. Well, yeah, UV2 plus.
Okay.
So yeah, so they do they track
The 878 UV2 plus, and they actually have satellite tracking.
Yeah. You have to
Probably get one of
manually
those.
download the TLEs, right?
Yep.
And it gives you the little satellite path map, right?
Yep.
Yeah, those are cool little radios, and that's a fairly new firmware upgrade, I think.
But of course, I would need something like that to even hit
Yeah.
something way
Well,
up there.
it's I mean, you'd be
Because
surprised.
I cannot do it from the HT.
Hang on.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I've made contacts with the rubber duck with the stock antenna from the manufacturer on an HT. It's yeah. Now you have to think about it, right? So if you take this,
Okay, hang on, Trey.
nope, just think about it for a little bit. Now it's not the easiest thing to do, but you can do it, right? If I'm pointing, so what you do with this is you point this at the satellite, right? And really what you're dealing with is a radiating element that's horizontal to the satellite, right? So it won't do you any good to take your HT and point it, right? What you need to do is you need to turn it horizontal to the satellite, right? So when you're tracking and trying to make a contact
So I'm
with,
not holding it like this, I'm holding like this.
there you go, right? Now you may have to twist it, right? But you're not going to be pointing at it. You may need to twist it because the polarization is changing on the satellite. But, you know, just think about how these work.
It's like this, and it depends on where the satellite is.
Right.
And your frequency, the UV2R or the UV2 Pro will, yeah, this is not UV2 Pro.
But of course,
But
I've been told that you should be Statue of Liberty. Are we having fun yet?
Well, I can tell you how I've had success with it, and that's how I've been able to do it.
Statue
So,
of Liberty like this?
so no. So what I actually do, I got my HT here.
Come here because I was working last night till midnight. I didn't come here at midnight to help build a proper museum.
So what I'll do is I'll just hold it like this, and if so, let's.
not up high, like this.
I will change, right? I'll move it based on where the satellite is in its path. But the point is, right? If you're pointing at that satellite, you've got a null up here anyhow, right? You're not going to do any good. Turn it horizontal, just like these things are.
it's
when you're
horizontally
pointing.
polarized.
Well,
Not when it
Or
tumbles.
phased horizontal or what?
It tumbles.
it tumbles, but the point is, if you're pointing at it with a null, you're never going to hear it.
Right, exactly.
You've got to turn it so that you have an opportunity to catch the signal, right? That's the way I think about it, right? I've got to catch that signal. So if the satellite pass is coming directly overhead, I'll stand like I'm looking at it, and I'll start here, and I'll do this.
Okay. I'm having the darndest time
And
making
that's how I'll work it with a handheld.
Oh, it's easy to
Okay.
build
With
one of
a-
those with an SMA.
With just
Just
a
a
rubber
regular
duck.
stock rubber duck and a mic
Yep.
plugged into it. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll do because I'm moving this thing all around. I've got a mic, right? I'm not trying to do this, right?
Right.
I've got a mic, but that's the way I've had success doing it with an HT. So
Okay. And then
you can definitely now it's not easy, right, to do it with an HT, but you can certainly do it.
okay, but you can buy an antenna to do it.
Yeah, right.
Or you can build one.
You can build one. He's got a fantastic design. He's got this design.
I built this one and I actually used two HTs, one for uplink and one for downlink.
Okay.
And you can
And
use-
there are
you can use
still
two
both
HTs.
That's
they
not like
make one of them. They make one of them that I've seen that does horizontal and vertical.
Yeah, that's so you don't have to. Yeah.
That's just to make it
There's an 878.
the
There's
cross
three variants of the
polarization.
878.
Has more to do with the antenna running power
Yeah, that's what I
that it
have.
won't,
What is
that
this?
it won't
Okay.
desync itself.
That's an RF mic.
But when you're working a satellite,
that's
you're only
RF
going to
mic.
be getting it on
Sharp
one.
RF, M1.
Right, right.
And so you're always doing this.
Yeah,
Like while
so
you're
what you
operating
do
the
is
satellite
Yeah, this is
changes
new because it's
on
got a
time.
microphone.
you'll
I've never
hear
seen
it,
an open
right?
spot
You'll
with-
hear, oh, I can hear, I'm picking up the signal, right? You'll hear that audio quality difference. As that fades, you turn this to see, okay, do I need to turn this to stay in the same polarization, or it might also be.
But
You've got to follow.
are the uplink and downlinks 180 degrees out of
All right,
phase,
so
or
those
how
are
does
DMR
that up?
networks.
No, they're all
They're
in
on
phase.
different, they're on
DMR, I
different
saw
bands.
Well, they're on
TJ
different
One of them
bands.
will be on 2
Rain
meters,
mice
the
and all
other
that.
one will be on
Right.
440.
Yeah,
They're
but
not necessarily like 90-degree
No,
phase
the arrow,
differential.
the design of the arrow antenna
Or
makes
90
it-
degrees out of phase.
The,
Okay, yeah.
the design of the arrow antenna makes it seem
This
that
guy
way,
is,
but
I think,
it's
it's not.
just a design thing that's
Okay.
not really consistent with
Interesting.
anything about
They basically put a
polarity.
mic open with an audio circuit into it, so you inject.
They should be. That's all it is.
What's your next event or thing you got going on?
This is your IP interface. Well,
The duplex HDs are so hard to come by, and when you find one, they're really expensive. So I just have.
the next one is called the big one. International meeting.
Okay. Oh, that'll be fun.
And then the one after that is
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
You're gonna go to that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll be there.